So I appreciate everyone coming today. This is really important for us because it's a chance for us to remind everyone who's in the financial industry what tools are available to you from your local economic development organization and from our other partners on a state, regional, federal level. So CEDA is the Cayuga Economic Development Agency. We are a nonprofit. Our mission is to foster a sustainable quality of life for everyone in Cayuga County. We do that by connecting our businesses and entrepreneurs to resources such as yourselves in order to help those businesses start up and grow. So what we're doing is helping retain our businesses, helping them expand. We're helping entrepreneurs start up their own businesses, and we're also working to attract companies to expand or relocate to Cayuga County. CEDA was formed about 10 years ago to be the one-stop for economic development, so that everything is in one place to access benefits and understand the plethora of the sea of acronyms that we live in. So this is just kind of a quick, not to read, but just to show that we have partners on the local, regional, state, and federal level to help you help your customers. Like I said, we're the one-stop for economic development, so we are the one place to come to learn about things from Cayuga County, the City of Auburn, the Cayuga County Industrial Development Agency, the Auburn Local Development Authority, and the Auburn Local Development Corporation. Okay, so in my presentation, I'm just going to go over two main programs that can help you. One is our revolving loan funds, and the other are the IDA benefits, so the industrial development agencies. The two revolving loan programs that we have here are offered both by the Cayuga County and the City of Auburn. These are intended to help businesses, help them grow in some way. So they're a great tool when traditional financing isn't an option, or when perhaps you need a little bit of gap financing if you're not comfortable lending the full amount to a business. They're typically loans of $50,000 to $100,000. They can go up, it's at the discretion of the board. There's usually a job creation component to it. So obviously these municipalities want to spread the wealth and create other jobs. The loans are usually amortized over a period of 5 years, and the interest rates are based on prime. These loans can be used for acquisition of land or buildings, new construction, renovation or expansion of existing buildings, new machinery or equipment, sometimes working capital, and sometimes business acquisition. Okay. The nice thing about these revolving loan funds is that the little bit of interest that they earn from these loans goes back to refuel the pots for future projects. Now, IDA benefits. These are something that is very important to help all of you understand. Accessing IDA benefits is still done through CEDA. These benefits are a mortgage recording tax abatement, which can be 75% of that amount. Sales and use tax exemption, only for the life of the construction or renovation phase of the project. Real property tax abatement, which is that payment in lieu of taxes, or pilot, as we all know it. And they can also do tax-exempt below market financing. So I'm going to use an example to kind of help illustrate what all of that means. So pretend Maureen Riester, M&R Manufacturing, okay? I have this manufacturing business, and I am planning to do a $1 million expansion. I need to put up a new building, buy some more equipment, and I'm going to be creating jobs. So what I would do is I would come to CEDA, chat with me, sort of, and work through the process of what is my project, fill out an application to one of the IDAs, depending on where I'm located, and to access these benefits. So with a $1 million expansion, I'd probably be working with all of you to get $1 million. When I record that $1 million mortgage, in Cayuga County, you pay a 1% recording tax. So 1% of $1 million is $10,000. And through the IDA, 75% of that can be abated for $7,500. Okay? It's going to get better. For sales and use tax exemption, typically not all of the $1 million is going to be subject to sales tax. So we're going to assume 80% of that $1 million will be subject to the sales tax of 8%. So $800,000 times 8% is $64,000 that I can have exempted from paying because I'm doing this expansion. Okay, everybody good so far? The numbers are getting bigger. Next is the property tax abatement. The IDAs like to start with a standard pilot, which is 10% abatement over 10 years. So let's assume that in our manufacturing, the commercial property that I have is assessed at $2 million. For easy numbers, if I'm going to invest $1 million, we're going to assume that my assessment is going to go up to $3 million. Okay? So what that means is currently my assessment's $2 million, but after I do my project, presumably my assessment would be $3 million up here. With a pilot, it can abate 90% over 10 years. So what that means is, this is sort of showing my taxable value. What that means in terms of tax payments, and what you'll notice is that this is all front-loaded. So the most of the benefit comes early on. So instead of me going from paying taxes on a $2 million property to paying taxes on a $3 million property, I'm going to get baby stepped up over 10 years to where I should be. Everybody following so far? So when you add up all of those abated taxes, the blue top bars right there, that amounts to $220,810. So now you're seeing some of these benefits coming. So what does that mean? So there are benefits, obviously, to the business, but there are also benefits to the community. By me doing this expansion project, I'm getting the benefits of that mortgage recording tax, sales and use tax exemption, and the property tax or abatement. So all of that adds up to $292,310. That's great for the business, helps me expand. I just invested $1 million. What that means to the community is that property is now worth more. As you notice, the orange bars were increasing, and that equated to $186,745 in new property taxes for the municipality. I also created jobs. That makes more salaries. That improves the quality of life for people. And probably have a stronger industry. So this is just kind of a quick example to help everyone understand all of these benefits. Accessing these big tax benefits through the IDAs do take some time. There are fees in order to access $292,000. There's a small application fee, there are legal fees, and there are sometimes a project fee as well. So these are just two quick examples. There are lots of ways that we help businesses along the pathway to success. So it could be a small person starting a small business. So if you're ever talking to someone who comes in and says, I want a commercial loan to start a business, and they're maybe not ready, you can turn them around and have them come talk to CEDA. We will help them through their business planning process. For example, like the Muldrow Group, worked with him on his business plan, helped him go through the option of looking at traditional financing. When that wasn't an option, we helped him with his application to the city's revolving loan program, and he was successful in getting a loan, and he's doing great. So here are the main contacts that you need to know at CEDA. Me for sort of large projects, Derek for small businesses and entrepreneurs, and Tracy for everything else. She's our executive director. The best thing about us and why you should be talking to us is because we are free. It's free to talk to us. There's no reason not to. We're confidential, and we are excellent problem solvers. But we are not the only problem solvers here at 2 State Street. We have lots of other partners and other organizations within our businesses to help small businesses in a lot of different ways. I don't have that much time to talk about all of this. So keep this in mind. In the back, we do have out in the lobby, we have some handouts that talk about some of the upcoming events, but quickly, I just want to mention that we have Auburn's Opportunity Zone, which just mark these dates, grab a handout on your way out. The State of the City and County Luncheon is coming up. Empire State Development will be also coming to talk about the funding available this year, and to talk about potential projects that might be going for state funding that is also a function of CEDA. And the City of Auburn would like to do a similar event to this, but geared towards your mortgage brokers at your businesses. So outside on the table, I have a sign-up sheet. If you could help us organize that next event by telling us who the best contact person is at your location for attending this next event.